guys, welcome back to another Element vlog, and this right here is Braden.
Brandon, you're gonna show us your Honda Element today.
Yes. So this is my 2007 Honda Element EX manual, and I have built it, mostly for camping. Don't really do a whole lot of overlanding, but I like to have a little bit of extra capability, which is why it's lifted. So I've got the Fifth Element bench system in the back here, and I customized this table to make it a little shorter, and it doesn't have the leg that it normally has. It just rests on that bracket in the corner there. And I've got, just a normal 12-volt fridge. I redid my tailgate, so that's just an old street sign that I reused. Removed the plastic, added some angle iron, added some coin grip on there. Redid this piece too, because I don't know if you've ever had to deal with those clips, but they are the worst, so they're not there anymore. Got this cabinet I built myself. I just like having it like narrow up to the wall. Got a bunch of bags from Blue Ridge Overland Gear that just Velcro on the front, so it's pretty easy for just grabbing them. And so I keep like headlamps, my air pump, and then just wires for charging stuff in there, easy to grab. And yeah, got various other stuff in there. I have my rear plastic removed because it hits the Wilco swing out, so it doesn't.
It does looks pretty cool too, like this.
People are like, "What did you do to the rear of your car?" I'm like, "I just took the body panel off."
People think that you put some kind of body
Yeah,
kit
they
or
think
something.
I did something to it, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no, I just took a piece off. And I added this 12-volt outlet here. It actually fits perfectly. There's a hole already cut here, and one of these screw-in 12-volt outlets fits perfectly in that hole.
Nice.
So that's wired up to my EcoFlow battery that lives in my spare tire compartment, and I can pull that or pop the thing there and show you that. So my spare tire compartment cover, I removed the plastic, so this is a piece of wood under here now that I cut, which I find, I've had that for years and years. I find that to be much better because, the plastic sags eventually, and I've carried all kinds of stuff in here like mulch and cinder blocks, and it's just much better.
And the design looks like the OEM, like rubbery.
Yeah,
cover
so this is coin grip flooring. You can get rolls of this on Amazon. And I've done before, I've had like just a single piece and this whole back covers every seam. But since I needed to be able to access this a little bit, I cut it and cut these panels. So down here is where my EcoFlow, and I've got like a road safety thing there, and there's another access panel on the other side under the bench. That you can get to the other side. So I have like my tire changing kit, keep an air compressor down here for inflating stuff, just stuff that I don't need to get to that often. And it is very nice having the battery pack down there, just kind of out of the way, so not keeps the vehicle open. I know I got a lot going on in here anyway, but just have this toolbox Velcroed here. So there's normally cup holders on the bottom of this piece. But to convert it to the double bed, you just pull that out, those drop down, and then this is just
Awesome.
like that. And then you got the two panels that attach in the front. for the
And
front
how about
part.
like the cushions?
So I don't have the cushions. These are just butt cushions I got off Amazon for driving, because sometimes, if you've driven an Element long distances, you know how uncomfortable the seats can be. So sometimes I'll sit on one of these, but they fit perfectly on the bench too, so it worked out.
So usually you bring your own like sleeping bag or sleeping pads.
Yes, so actually that's up here in the attic, which I can talk about. So this is just two straps that go across, and then one of these little attic things, and you just drop this down, and so that's my sleeping pad and my sleeping bag. It's a bedroll, so it's all in one. It's from a company called Zen Bivy, but I replaced the mattress that it comes with a Thermarest Neo Air, because I just find it more comfortable, and it actually packs up smaller than what it comes as normally. And then just got my pillow up there. So that's all my bedding right there. Mm-hmm. Then you just pull these two straps up in there, and I can still see out the rear window too when I'm driving.
Yeah, can we check out the front of the vehicle? I see the swivel seats,
Yeah.
and also looks like you have like a little swivel table there too.
Yes, so that So yeah, I got the Heroes hot rod swivel seats, driver and passenger, which game changer for any element, so highly recommended. And then this is a Lagoon table mount, which is attached to my Fifth Element center console. Again, another like super recommended thing. This has been a game changer for me. But this has been designed to accommodate the swivel seats. So you can swivel the seats with the console in, which is awesome. There's tons of storage in that console. Yeah, so this is the Lagoon table mounted to it, and this tabletop is actually the filler panel that goes right here when the full like bed platform is set up. So I cut this is not something he offers. I cut this and made this myself to fit in that spot. So, you know, stay tuned. Maybe that'll happen, maybe not, but I haven't actually tried this out yet, but I got a wild hair and, you know, wanted that filler panel doesn't really have a home, and it doesn't do more than one thing. It just is the filler panel, so I wanted to make it do something else. So trying that out, but it's worked out pretty well. But it's nice because you can sit in either.
And it works very smoothly too.
Yeah, it moves super easy. Like the Lagoon mounts and swivels are amazing. This is the counterproductive MOLLE panel up there, and then I just have some like hanger, you know, clothes hanger rods attached to that. And what that's doing is keeping this net up so that I can still see out the back of the car. Because normally when you get one of these things, if you pack it full of stuff, it's going to sag down, and that's all you're going to see in your rearview mirror. And I still want to be able to see out my rearview mirror. And I like this one too because it has these small pockets here, which are perfect for my nets. Like I can fit one here and then one on the other side, and these are the nets that go on the side windows on the doors. So these go on here, and I can show you that too. So this company is actually in North Carolina. It's a company called Screens with a Z, so screens.com, I think. Their website is very ancient, but they still make stuff, and this is military grade screen. So it's pretty simple. Just goes over the door, just like a sock. And then you just Velcro it right around the mirror.
Wow, that was easy.
Yeah, it's super easy, and it's watertight, so you can close the door, and if it rains, you know, you're still not going to get any rain through there. I've driven with these on, and it's fine. Yeah, very useful mod. And then, of course, I have counterproductive MOLLE panels on the rear doors there, too. So I have, this is a pretty empty one, but these are nice because they don't require any permanent modifications. They just bolt on. Actually, that's not true. You have to put riv nuts in the plastic right here, but that's it. You don't have to go into the metal or anything, and it just attaches to the flip out for the window there. And I got my first aid kit, and then these are nice too because they stick out a little bit, so I can keep my like window covers.
And this is from Heat Shield, I think?
This is from Heat Shield, yeah. So this door is, this is just kind of my closet. So I've just got, you know, another counterproductive MOLLE panel on here. Got a fire extinguisher. You should always have a fire extinguisher in your car. And then I just got some, you know, Night Eyes S-beaners that I just clip on there so I can hang my puffy jacket, my rain jacket, and then I just got a button-down shirt. And then behind it, I got a dump sack, is what these are called, but that's just bug spray and sunscreen. It's great because you can just throw it in there. I got a little thing of hand sanitizer here, so you know, you can wash your hands real quick. This is like a water bottle holder, so if I have an extra water bottle, there's toilet paper in there right now. And then this is what I call my medicine cabinet. So I got my various medications in the door there, and these little bottles fit in here perfectly. I was actually thinking about making a foam insert so you could actually put
like
them in there so they're not sliding around as much.
Nice.
This is the Fifth Element camping thing too. So this is the steering wheel tray, which I can't put it on right now because the seat's swiveled. But so there's two pieces, just pulls out. So this is the lower one, and then there's another one that you can put on the steering wheel this way. So you have two levels of storage on the steering wheel. So this is from a company called Nemo. And actually, Nick from Fifth Element Camping is the one who showed me this. And I just loved it because it fits perfectly in this door. but all it is it's a little side table. So when you're sitting in your chair, folds out like origami, which I love. So you can either use it like this, so it would just be low to the ground, or it has these legs that pop out. If I can get it in, and those just go in here, and you just twist it to lock it, put all four of them on, and you got a table.
Awesome.
An open cabinet, but it's nice being able to see everything, because like I can see what I need to grab.
And
Yeah.
can you show us what's going on outside your car? Because it
Oh,
does
yeah.
looks
it's
like
it's
a mansion.
The Ella Mansion.
A mansion, yes.
So I have two Overland Vehicle Systems Nomadic 180 awnings on each side. When I have both of them deployed, I just attach them together using this. I made this paracord. It comes with like a pretty beefy strap that's just not really necessary for me, and this takes up a lot less space. And then I have the awning wall that goes with it, and that just zips on right here. You can see the zipper. So that just zips on, and then you just stake it out, and you have all of this space.
That's a lot of space.
And it really I've been on a journey to like figure out the most amount of like shelter I can get in the shortest amount of time. And these awnings, if I don't add the wall, it takes me maybe 2 minutes to deploy both of them. The legs are not required. They're freestanding. So if I didn't have the legs down right now, I could drive the vehicle around, and if I didn't have the wall up. But freestanding awnings are the way to go. Like legs are, it's nice to have the legs for when you need more stability, but just being able to deploy them super quick and have shade and shelter is great.
And it covers like 70-80% of the whole car too.
I know, yeah.
And right where you need to go, because it covers where the doors open.
Exactly.
Right?
And you're going in and out of those doors all day long when you're camping, so it's nice having shade. My only complaint is I don't have, like, I have the back covered right now, but it's not like made, it's not purpose built. It's not quite what I want.
I see.
So still working on a solution for that, covering that back part over the hatch.
We never stop working in our elements, right?
No, never.
And it is fun.
That's part of the fun. I mean, I used to build with Legos a lot when I was a kid, so I always like tinkering, and I do a lot of my own work on my house. I restored old VWs with my dad. My first car was a VW Beetle that I built from the ground up, a frame off restoration or a body off restoration. I drove a VW bus all through high school. So I've always kind of enjoyed tinkering with things, and this is my big boy toy.
Yeah, it's not just your vehicle, right?
Yeah,
it's your
exactly. No.
Playground and.
I mean, my wife can tell you I'm always in the backyard tinkering with something. It doesn't get old. There's always something to mess with. Even when there's other things I should be working on, I'm probably messing with the element. So my hood solar panel, so this is a 100-watt solar panel. This is from High Quality Solar HQST, I think. And it's just attached with, it's just magnets back there. I added this strap recently because I didn't like how much it was moving in the front. But in the front, it's just wedged under this thing. So it's held in the back with the magnets, and this strap is helping out. And then I have another 100-watt panel up there. So 200 watts on the car total. I have the Concept 12 headlights, which are very nice. So these are from Badcraft Motors, which no longer in business, but Ben printed a couple sets of these for me, and they're really nice.
It's just like an insert. You just put it there and.
Yeah, well, you have to, there's a screw. So there's a screw here, and then there's ananother screw there. So you do have to screw into the plastic, but it's like fits perfectly.
And it looks OEM too.
Yeah, it looks OEM, and it's going to protect the light from any rocks or anything like that.
How about that sock that you have there?
Yeah, so these are flat jacks. These are made in Germany, and they're usually used for they're made for Sprinter vans, like much bigger vans. So people are always like, oh, we're just going to pop. No, it's made for a much bigger vehicle than this. But they're great because they take up hardly any space. I used to carry leveling blocks, and I always hated finding where to put the leveling blocks because they just take up so much space when you're not using them. So these are great. You can go, you know, up 4 inches. All the exterior stuff stores in this box on the outside here. So the 2 flat jacks fold up. Those slide down behind this bungee cord. Then I got my hammer. All my stakes are in here. The electronics for the awnings, because I have these LEDs mounted. And then over here I have a little module I made that has a photo cell and a motion sensor. So when it gets dark enough, that will turn on, and it will only turn on if people are under the awning. And then I also do have a switch too, so I can, you know, turn it off and dim it and all that kind of stuff. But this all detaches. This is just mounted to a magnetic plate, so that comes out, and it plugs into a couple. There's a plug under here on the bottom of my rack that is a Hella plug. So it goes from the Hella plug to just the standard 5mm barrel plug into the little module. Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
There you go.
Look, I can cover it up. It might come on. There you go.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's how it works. So I have the MST, which if you've watched Miguel's other videos, you may know he has the same wheels. But they're great. I got them from Aerogenics, and I went with that because I knew they had already done all the research, so I didn't have to think about offset, where they're going to fit the element, all that kind of stuff. That's already done. I like the way they look. So, good wheels.
Plug and play.
Exactly. I'm all about that. I try to, when I'm doing mods and stuff, like I try to find something that is going to be bolt-on and removable. I try not to, you know, drill holes in my car if possible, or, you know, any of that kind of stuff. Which is not to say that I haven't done that, but I will try another way first before I make any kind of like permanent modification, because I always want to be able to reverse it, because as you can tell, I mess with my car a lot. So, you know, things are changing. I might want to do something different next year. So this is a Wilco off-road swing out, and then I got these, you know, mounting, I don't even know what they're called, but they're brackets, so you can, got all these mounting points, and this is just a ratchet strap that straps onto the tire, basically. And of course, mainly, they're made for Rotopacks, so I got my Rotopacks. I got the Rotopacks from Lone Rock Concepts, who makes this pump right here. But you can also buy the Rotopacks containers directly from them. And I've got the Front Runner drop table, which, as you can see, is not very level, especially on the hill that we're on right now. But I've had this thing for years, and I had to modify it to attach to the Rotopacks bracket that I got for the Wilco. But yeah, this is basically, I just use this kind of as my sink. So
It's like a foldable sink, right?
yeah, so this is just like a portable wash basin, so you can fold it up pretty much flat, which again, in a vehicle like the Element, you want things like as small and compact as possible, so it just doesn't take up hardly any space, so works perfectly. And then got water.
Easy peasy.
And I added, this is a stainless steel straw, so it gives you an extra long spout, which the normal spout does work, but I just like having it a little further out. So I have up top what I like to call my roof deck. So I've got the Gobi ladder on the back, a couple added on steps. These are from Overland Equipped, and they're nice because they just bolt right on, and they have little like 3D printed brackets so that they will, you know, go on the pipe nicely. They're not going to like move around or anything like that. And then I added, you know, some grip tape, because these can be slippery if you don't have something. So it's super easy to get up on the top. And so I've got on the back here, I've got, that's a type of tape called cat tongue. And I wanted something non-abrasive so that, you know, if I was sliding boxes and stuff up here, I wasn't going to scratch them like with the grip tape. So that stuff is really nice. And then this thing here has two functions. This ties the awnings together so that the arms can't sag too much, so they'll push on each other. And then it also rolls. I have a Front Runner table that slides under the rack, so it just makes it easier to roll the table on. And this is the clip for the Front Runner table. And this rack is a Front Runner rack. It is mounted to Yakima tracks. They get the longest ones I could get. They go all the way up and down the back of the vehicle. So I got feet to mount on there. Then I've got just, you know, standard composite decking boards up here, which creates like a little aisle that I can walk down. So I have 2 large roof boxes, and then I have 2 smaller ones I keep back here. And I have one that I can fit in the middle if I need to, but I don't usually carry that one. And in these boxes is, you know, it's nothing too heavy. It's just like tents. So I got tents and stuff in this one. And then in this one is my like toilet and a couple extra poles. Yeah, nothing too heavy up here. People always think when they see these boxes that they weigh a ton, but they, you know, there's really not anything that big.
You thought about everything to make it less heavy as possible.
Well, and so, you know, putting the stuff up here means I have more space in the car, so I can carry, you know, the stuff to do a setup like this. I don't have to do this setup, but I have all the stuff available if I want to. So I can kind of adapt to whatever camping situation I'm in. Hence the name Camping Element.
You got everything that you need for camping.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Yeah, no.
Right?
Whenever my friends are looking for camping gear, they come to me first. Which some of them benefit by getting all my hand-me-down gear once I'm done with it. So
They don't ask you anymore like, hey, do you have these? They just like, can
oh,
I
they
borrow
just
these?
assume. Yeah,
Right?
assume Braden has it. If somebody forgot something, Braden probably has it. But Braden forgets things sometimes too. So I bought this car in 2011 with 32,000 miles on it, and I am gonna hit 200,000 miles very shortly. And it has taken me and my wife across country 5 times, I think, since we've had it. And you know, we stay in the car the whole time. Back here, I have the tail light covers. These are one of the first things I got for the vehicle, honestly, so I don't even remember where I got them. Probably like eBay or something. But I understand people have trouble finding them now sometimes. But had them for years. They've worked out pretty well. And then I have smoked out tail lights too, so they're a little darker than stock. And let's see. Oh yeah, you asked about the chairs. So Blue Ridge Chair Works. And they are made in North Carolina, like Fifth Element Camping, whose platform I have. They're a member of the Outdoor Gear Builders Association of Western North Carolina, so which is a grouping of companies that make outdoor gear in Western NC. But they're pretty nice. You know, they're made out of wood. Just come apart and slide in like that. They're pretty comfortable. Reason that bar is there, so
I
this
see.
can roll across it.
It's super smooth to like, once you see it there, right?
You
That's
don't even
it.
know it's there.
Nice.
And that's another thing, you know, it's not taking up any usable space. It's out of the way, but it's there if I need it.